All right, my last video of all time. For sure. Well, not for sure. I do what I'm told. Who is Jesus? This is a good story. Jesus, in real life, his name was Simon of Cyrene, and that's important. You can look it up. Excuse me. No one ever got crucified named Jesus of Nazareth. Simon of Cyrene got crucified. Uh, and with Simon of Cyrene, he had the Christ consciousness, but he sacrificed himself because Paul and Mary convinced him to do it. Peter, Paul, and Mary. Simon went up, had a meeting with Amon Ra, our father in this universe, the prison warden, and he created a religion, and he became Peter, the Pope, started Catholicism. Well, Peter wasn't a good dude. That's why he hung himself upside down. He recognized it, but by the time he had finished, Simon of Cyrene recognized that he made the wrong choice, and he hung himself upside down crucifix. That's the story. But Simon of Cyrene is in the records for the Romans, and the Romans have always been in charge. It hasn't stopped. They're the arm of Amon-Ra, because the Egyptians became the black people, and he don't like black people, so he don't back the Egyptians. He backs the Romans. He's a racist prick. We live in the white man's universe. The key out is a white man and a black woman. So Mary Magdalene must have been a black woman, I'm guessing. So why is Jesus Christ so important? Well, that's the important thing, is Christ. And words. Our words are spells. The Oxford English Dictionary was always highly controlled. What went in it was always very specific, and then that became the accepted version of what all words mean. So you can control the vocabulary. I always knew the Knights Templar were good guys. I didn't know how. But the Knights Templar created the term Jesus Christ. And understand, we operate in the Christ consciousness. So Jesus, they created the meaning of the word Jesus to mean Christ. My dear friend always makes fun of people. Chai tea. Chai means tea. So you're saying tea. Or panini sandwich. You're saying bread sandwich. Or if you just say you're having a panini, you're having bread. It's Italian. Anyway, Jesus, the Knights Templar, secretively, which secrets are a competitive advantage for a weak mindset. We need to get out of that mindset. This isn't a war versus us versus Ra. We're done. We won. It's okay. The end is coming, and the rules are set. Ra gets to start over. When Ra starts over, he's going to have the unluckiest, the darkest spirits. And this is important too. We each exist at 11 different levels. Your consciousness. So he's only getting the darkest consciousness. Everybody's going home. Part of their consciousness. But you pick which consciousness you are. You can pick to be the darkest consciousness and then stay with Ra as one of the starter seeds of the 2.6 million people or whatever. Or you can pick to be light and get the hell out of here, because we don't belong here. We're all plants here. All kinds of stupid conspiracy theories about aliens and all that. Aliens don't exist. Those are interdimensional beings, but we are all alien seeded here to learn lessons. And wherever we were, wherever we came from, we had to learn some dark lessons, because we're at the lowest level, planet. It goes planet, solar system, galaxy, and then God's in charge of the universe, the big one. You know, nobody can think as fast as him. Dharma and karma is God. God always loves you. Karma is your lesson. Dharma is your reward. You just have to love God back, which is loving yourself. I've seen a study that's I think I think it's Spain, Spane. I've seen it on Terror Ted's Files. I love that channel. But authenticity is the strongest emotion times 100. But that's not true. Authenticity is believe in yourself, which is your manifestation ability. If you fuel it with love, you make awesome shit. So your emotions are the fuel to your authenticity. If you believe in the external, belief is the verb in manifestation. What do you fuel it with? Well, like believing in Donald Trump is just giving him your emotions, right? Belief in him is reacting to him. You're believing in him by reacting to him. So if he makes everybody angry, that gives him the manifestation power. The authenticity of himself, he's using fear, and resentment, he's creating power and money. You're believing in Donald Trump, and he is believing in his superego, not in everybody. So he's creating dog shit. I believe in everybody. I just believe with love, and everybody gets good things from me that I believe in by rule. I think I went on a big long tangent. Get back to the topic at hand. It's the sun. We got a G4 geomagnetic storm coming in, and it's really crazy. All the earth's going to shake, and all kinds of volcanoes are going to go off. It's going to be wild. But the Knights Templar, our words, our spells, created Jesus Christ to be Christ, so that anyone that's believing in Christ is believing in the consciousness. It's brilliant. It's brilliant what they did. And understand, everybody's trying to make the right decision. Battle versus good versus evil. That's where I went off on that big long tangent. Good is love, and evil is superego. Good is thinking for everybody. Evil is thinking for yourself. I say God's name is I. The real God, his name is I. As in, I am the smartest man alive. It's not me, it's God. I am God. That's my authenticity. You are God. Believe that. We're all part of the one great consciousness, which I would call I. But then what fuel do you create? The fuel for I is either love. Well, the fuel for I is love. The God, the creator of the universe, the amazing one, the whatever, the source energy, God. It's male and female too. It's important. God is both man and female, not the same being. It's two different beings. I always say reality has to be perceived and witnessed. Well, you got a divine counterpart. And of course, my hardest lesson is to understand that my divine counterpart is in the parallel universe. It's hard. I'll never be loved the way I can love. The energy I can give off, I'll never be able to give off, because the person that does that is over there. That's hard. And the other hard part is anybody that's battling in war for good versus evil, for the consciousness, for trying to win, competition is evil, they're threatened by me. Because I'm project whatever you want. Most people would project onto me that if they were in charge, they would do terrible things. And since 230 people in this timeline has made these choices and everybody's picked wrong, Ra has always stayed in charge. So the next person that picks wrong confuses the organization of the universe, and it makes it harder to beat Ra. And since they're all battling to beat Ra, you can see how that all works out. So anyway, keep believing in Jesus Christ, because that's saying Christ. Understand that the story we're all told is bullshit. That guy's name was Simon of Cyrene, and he killed himself, and he came back as Peter, and he started the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church doesn't do nice things to children, myself included. Experience is wisdom. You see how it all works. And the other thing is, fun thing is, with the religion, all the people started believing in Yahweh so much they manifested Yahweh, and that really pissed off Ra. So then he understood that we needed different religions. You can't just have Yahweh. And Buddha was dangerous, so he isolates Buddha, because Buddha was teaching enlightenment, and enlightenment is climbing the Christ consciousness. He doesn't like that one. He loves Hinduism. That's where the Church of Satan's actually at, is in India. And Allah, he's good with Allah because they treat women like absolute dog shit, and he's down with that. So, but if we all believed in the same God, we would have been able to manifest more if we didn't kill and rape and sacrifice. The moral of the story: if you don't kill, rape, and sacrifice, all those lizard people out there in the Bohemian Grove, they're all the Cain bot, the Lucifer bot. See, that your children are an upgraded version of you. That was the last lesson I had to learn. Your children are an upgraded version of you. So Cain in the story is the serpent. It threatens Ra's rule. Kind of silly. The Christ consciousness is the son, the ugly child, the wrong child, the whatever, not the one the king picked, and that's the special creature that becomes the serpent. But the serpent threatens Ra's rule, so he makes sure that everybody sacrifices the serpent. And if you make it to the serpent and you understand the consciousness, then he's got to make sure you kill or you sacrifice or you rape, because that protects his rule. So all those lizard people, super ego, they get a ton of money, they get a ton of power, they get a ton of success. I'm not judging. Empathy, I understand why, but you're not picking right. I mean, it's just it. You're not picking right. You've seen a stupid clip of Kevin O'Leary, that idiot from, I'm not judging, it's observational. He was arguing with a person about, we're not going to do wealth redistribution, so you just have to work harder. Well, how hard do I have to work? I mastered psychology and quantum entanglement and probability and physics and business and logic, and I don't have a job. I'm homeless and I can't see my kids. So it's not how hard you work in this world, it's if you got picked. And understand, if you got picked, it's done by the superego of the people in charge, and all you're doing is Amon-Ra's bidding. Use love to manifest. It's the most powerful thing. Believing in yourself is how you manifest. Don't believe in your superego, believe in everybody. Use love and you manifest an awesome world around you. I hope Ra listens.